Hi again. So, right after I had finished recording the initial video for the end of the year, basically, and my first year of doing these videos, I kind of felt a bit of regret that I didn't end up talking about some of the things that I had wanted to talk about that I had slipped my mind while I was recording it, and that I didn't actually follow through with my plans that I had had throughout the year to do a longer video than the usual 10 minutes. And I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do that, or if I even had enough to talk about to do that. And because of how difficult of things that I had went through during the past week, I just didn't think I had it in me. But as I was about to upload the video that I had recorded, I just couldn't get myself to go through with it because of just feeling like I didn't say everything that I had wanted to. There's still some things that I can't talk about, but there were some good things that I didn't get to bring up that I think that I'm going to try to in this like follow-up video, I guess is what I'll call it. And I think this is the better way to do it than trying to re-record a whole new video and talk about the same things that I had already talked about, which I'd considered. And the more I thought about doing that, the less I liked it, and the less like authentic I guess it would have felt, trying to re-say the same things that I said or say similar things again. I just didn't want to do that. So here I am, now that I spent like 2.5 minutes explaining myself. um, I guess the first thing that comes to mind that I'd like to talk about, that I had missed out on, was that I did go to that Christmas Eve party thing, and while I was super uncomfortable and had a really difficult time being there because of like everybody that was there. They're all like family and stuff, but because we had lived away from these family members for the majority of my life, especially my youth, uh, it's been kind of hard to reconnect, at least with the family members that were like my cousins and stuff that were around my age that we used to hang out with. There's definitely like a rift between us, but my aunts and uncles and grandma and so on are a little bit easier for me to talk to. And I did have a hard time with like my internal thoughts while I was there, kind of like comparing myself to my cousins that are around my age and where they're at in their lives, like, you know, having kids and stuff and living on their own while I'm kind of still struggling. I had to fight those thoughts a lot, and I didn't really talk with people much except for at the beginning and near the end, but the interactions I did have were really nice, and I did get to talk with a couple of my cousins and get some hugs and well wishes both ways. And I talked to my aunts and uncles, and you know, hugs and stuff, and my aunt who was throwing the party, and my uncle who's my dad's younger brother. They were very sweet and gave my siblings and I gift cards for stuff on Amazon, which was very, very sweet. And I wish I had things to give to them and everybody else, but I'm kind of still struggling. I guess what was the real silver lining in it for me, aside from getting those nice interactions with the relatives at the end, especially, was just seeing the rest of my family be like, happy and having a good time, even if like things are difficult for me. I was happy to see them happy, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how else to put it, but it was making me smile around the end, especially seeing the little ones too, having a good time with Christmas like I used to, and just seeing that at least it seems like everybody's doing okay, and I'm glad for that. Uh, Another thing that I had wanted to talk about was Christmas Day too. Um, my grandma and aunt came over that day, and we were originally going to have dinner over at grandma's house, but the things that were going on kind of are why we had to cancel on that. But they came over for a little bit, and that was a nice time. They gave very sweet gifts. I got some new pajamas that are really comfy, and a nice new coat that's pretty warm. And just the time we got to spend sitting there and talking was really nice. And I'm grateful to have that kind of love as well. And we also had them over for dinner last night, and that was nice as well. And I'm also really grateful for that. I don't really know what else to say. Of course, now that I'm like recording the video, my mind is kind of blanking again. I'm doing my best to try and say things, but it's a lot harder when I have the camera up and like trying to talk about it and having to see my own face talking about it too. That's still difficult for me, and I guess while it's gotten easier, it's still not as easy as I'd like for it to be. So yeah, I guess all I can say and acknowledge is that I'm doing the best that I can, and I guess that's all anybody can do. And I think that most people do try to do the best that they can. At least that's the way I'd like to look at it. I know there's more things I wanted to talk about, and one of them, the one that I can remember, is not like one that's that significant, but I did upload a single video of me playing a game, and it's not like a big deal or anything, but I'd kind of wanted to be able to like make content with games. I know the video I uploaded isn't really that great or anything, but I thought it was worth putting up anyway, and I was kind of given the idea from my brother when I was saying I kind of wanted to try to do the challenge of completing a run in the game without taking damage or getting hit. He said that I should record it and upload it, so I decided to do that per his recommendation. And it's not anything special. There's like no fancy editing or anything like that, and I don't think that the challenge is particularly special either, because I know like other people have done it, but yeah, I decided to do it, and that's that, I guess. kind of surprised to have hit the 10-minute mark again already. Usually stop the video at this point, so I don't know what to do. I think I'm probably going to stop it in the next minute because I can't think of what else to talk about. But yeah, I guess I'm glad that I decided to do this little follow-up thing, even if I feel like I'm forgetting something. At least I was able to say some of the other things that I wanted to, and I didn't leave it off on like such a somber note, I guess. Yeah, I know I said it already, but I really appreciate anybody who watches these, and I wish you all the absolute best and a really awesome and wonderful new year. And yeah.